Good day, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're on this planet. And welcome to another Pivot session. And I have Rosemary Adogo sitting right next to me. Welcome, Rosemary.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Christian. And I'm delighted to be with you in this recording and in this session today.
Awesome. So without wasting any time, please tell me and everybody else out there about your business.
Now, my business is called Allinone Support Services. Allinone Support Services is basically a virtual assistant support system that offers office solutions and to SMEs and small business outfit, basically to help them operate effectively and efficiently so that they are profitable in all that they do. And what we've done, what we further do is really to look at the business that you're doing, and you do define the scope of our involvement in your business or the kind of services that you want us to do, and we'll be able to do it for you. We can do the basic admin functions, but we can also do the strategic part of it. And I'm seeing that coming up quite often in this scenario that we are in today, because we have firms or companies that have downsized and therefore are looking for help both in the operations and the strategic functions of their business.
That makes a lot of sense. So why have you ventured into a business like this, and how long have you been around for already?
The business has been ongoing it started in 2017, actually, the idea started, and it was officially registered in 2018. Now, the idea came about when I was transitioning from formal corporate job into my own business, and I felt that I needed to launch into something that I excelled in while I was in the corporate world. And what I excelled in was efficiency in running a business specific to area of operations and also strategic planning, which together brought profitability and effectiveness at any workplace or business environment.
Okay. So would you designate as your ideal client, your ideal target audience? Maybe give us a bit of insight who that would be. I know you alluded on it already a little bit, but maybe be a bit more specific around that.
Yeah, when I say small business and small enterprises, and also businesses that are done by one person or just a one-man show, those are the kind of typical area of target. And why do we do so is because we see that is the area where people have a lot of ideas and have a lot of aspirations, but they lack the capacity and the resources to do all that they need to do. And also in such scenarios, we are looking at situations that people get involved in the business, trying to do everything while avoiding or while ignoring or while not focusing on the core objective of the business, which is really to have the relations out there and also ultimately to bring in the profit. So basically, we pull everything away from you and we work in your business while you work on your business.
That is brilliant. I'm a big believer in that the business owner works on the business and then leverages all the tasks and functions to another department. And like what you're doing, I think it's brilliant. Looking back now a couple of months, March 2020 has come and it's gone. COVID has arrived. What has this done for you or impacted you and your business?
I think, like everybody else, we are all feeling the impact and the aftermath or the process of what COVID is all about. And as much as we thought that we would bounce back to normal, it's really the new normal. And what that has contained to businesses is that some have closed down and some are actually still in a limbo of not knowing exactly what to do. And that, of course, has impacted on the revenue flows of the business. And therefore, as much as they want the help, they may not have the ability to be able to offer to get those services or to get that being done by somebody under some arrangement. So for me, I've had situations where some clients are quite eager for me to continue helping them, but they are not in a position to pay, and therefore some of the contracts or the arrangements have actually been put on hold. And one of my big clients is an airline, and we all know that the borders have been closed. So we've just been touching base with clients, with the airline clients that we service, and therefore that also has been put on hold. So basically the impact has been both sides, in the sense that I as the service provider, as much as I'm willing to help, because really I'm all set up remotely, but as much as I'm willing to help, I'm unable to help because there's no reciprocation in terms of exchange of the services rendered in as far as the compensation is concerned. Yeah. So I'm increasingly seeing situations where they are scaling down in terms of the services that we are looking at. That actually denies them the opportunity to do what they must do, and it's a pity, and it's something that we must live with. And therefore, it's a situation of both sides are impacted, and it's something that we really still need to think around it and come with creative ways to address it.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you considered like one or two strategies, the way you've pivoted your business, anything that is actually working for you at the moment?
Yes, what I've done is that, of course, during the lockdown, and we are still in the lockdown, it's always an opportunity to, think critically and strategize around your business. And it may not be scaling it up or trying to do, or trying to come up with strategies that may get it to another level, but trying to see ways and means as to how you expand it or diversify and come up with an added value service that is still not a departure from the original plan or original objective of the business, but is something that expands and adds value to what you're doing. And therefore, what I've come up with is a program a program for SMEs and also one-man show, whereby they're able to see how they can transition it from active income, because active income is something that is quite risky, into passive income. And exactly how have I done this? What I've done is I've collected a collection of very reputable network marketing company, and I'm availing those options or opportunities to them, and offering the mentorship program for them to enable them to transition from active income into passive income. So really the choice is that which they're comfortable with, and that which they feel they are able to do with ease. So basically, the network marketing companies that we have in the collection are those: one provides service, one is just a product in terms of an online platform transaction, and therefore it makes it easier for everybody to make a choice. But fundamentally, is a help, because the ultimate objective is to help them in order to make money and perhaps revive when everything gets back to normal, we hope.
Brilliant. Yeah, I liked it a lot. So, it's been said, smart people learn from the mistakes. No, smart people learn from their mistakes, and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So what mistakes have you done along the way, and how can other entrepreneurs learn from your experience?
I think like everybody else, you are clothed with this idea that you've done it all, because in my previous or in my corporate job, I did general management, and I did understand all the disciplines of the business, and therefore my effectiveness across the business is something that was more or less guaranteed in terms of because I excelled in it. And therefore, I came with that mentality in the business. and felt that behind closed door, those strategies and those applications that I used within the corporate world and I excelled quite well, could also be the same that apply in a business. Well, it does work because it takes you to that level. But what I've realized that is very, very important is collaborations, diversification, and also synergies and opportunities that one needs to create in order to clothe your business, to position it in such a manner that it doesn't become risky. Even if there's some impact, you are not alone. You have also diversified and spread your base, and therefore you're able to sustain yourself to a great extent.
That's brilliant. Yeah, it's not having all your eggs in one basket, I suppose.
Exactly.
That scenario.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if, let's say you can jump into a time machine and turn back the clock, and unfortunately that time machine is only 12 months, you can turn back the clock. If you could do that, what would you have done differently?
What I would have done differently is that these collaborations, networking, and synergies that have become rather obvious to me and of value and are driving me forward, that's one thing that if I started early, I think I wouldn't have felt the impact of COVID like we are all feeling it. And then secondly, I think I would have created a very good network of collaborators and people that form synergy. So we would have gotten into a very strong consortium of a team that all of us would have actually withstand. And I'm looking at it that with all my clients, that's exactly what I would have done right from the beginning, so that we would have withstand, the impact of COVID, and would be far with the passive income vis-a-vis active income. So that's one mistake that I would be advocating for anybody, that it's never a case of doing it alone. It's a case of collaboration, and networking is of value, and having synergies together is the way to go.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I mean, your network is your net worth, and I think it's one of the top 3 aspects of any business. If you have a powerful network, reach out to it, make it stronger, collaborate better, as you said. I think it's super, super valuable. So, Rosemary, I've got all your details, which will be listed below this video. People can reach out to you via email, and which is via email. Is there anything that you are offering at the moment that is of value add, special, that people should be reaching out to you?
Now, at this point in time, I think our drive is more to raise the awareness of the positiveness and the value of networking. And therefore, I have created a page within the LinkedIn. And within that page, you can actually get to listen to the mentorship process and the benefits of what we have rolled out, and be able to get in touch with us. We have tried to put as much information as possible as to the value of networking, and the fact that within networking, you're actually in a position that you are earning all the time, because when you're all working together, there's continuous flow and the effort is all combined. So we have all those details, we put them together, and really trying to raise awareness that do join us, let's come together, not because I benefit, but let's benefit together and let's work this journey together, so that we form that formidable team, and therefore we are able to, reap the benefits of the networking positives, or the networking benefits that really can sustain us going forward.
Brilliant. So Rosemary, just to finish off this interview, what is the most inspiring thing for you today?
The inspiring thing for me today is the resilience that has come across, or has come through, because I didn't know that I would have actually be sustaining myself up to now, and that has come through. I'm quite proud of that, and I'm really is the force behind my waking up every day, that it can happen. And it's never a case that once your main stream is impacted, then you actually fall down. So getting together, diversifying, strategizing, and getting that thing of value that helps everybody is something that I believe is giving me the force to continue in life and focus going forward.
That is brilliant. Well, I've enjoyed this interview a lot with you. So everybody out there, please do reach out to Rosemary, ask the right questions, and check out the website, the LinkedIn link that you mentioned. I think that's really great. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. And I'm wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And it's my hope that we can all stand together, make it together, and really inviting people to our LinkedIn page, and let's walk the journey and get through this thing. Thank you.
Thank you.